What is up, YouTube? It is your boy John here from Puma, Plow, playing some more Farming Simulator 22. We're back on 4 Lakes by Stevie. Let's get to it. All right, I wasn't sure that I actually pushed the button. I had to like look. I was like, I do. All right, so we need to, you know, pump some slurry here. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess we need to go to the other guy, huh? Where's he at? Need to finish fertilizing this field is what we need to do. So yeah. Wow, berry. Wow. Better than, oh wow. Interesting there, Tommy. Interesting. All right, so we can do that, and then no pump. Okay. All right, we got to run back up here now. Oh, Bear's actually here. Okay, let's go talk to Bear chat. Hello?
Hi.
What's up?
Not too much. Just watching the weather, much like you are. Hopefully,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we're stay somewhat dry tonight.
That's always fun. Always fun. Okay, so I've got that like going, and why doesn't this one work? Troy fired this thing up and it worked great yesterday. Troy? Yeah, right, Yuleberry. What?
Was it B? No, you jumped in and hit B, didn't you?
Yeah. I can't get it to work though, but that side's on, I think, isn't it? Let's check the tractor. I don't know.
All right.
Troy, our pump's broken.
Troy rigged it when he got out, so nobody could use it.
But we're totally like it's a thing. Like that thing's like active. It says there's no pump, right? Did our hoses come unhooked overnight? I guess we can check that. Troy, I broke it.
First of all, how dare you accuse me of something so sabotaging, Bear?
Hi, Troy.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm here. I'm gonna check our hoses. I think they came unhooked.
And I was going to say that you might want to check the hoses.
Yeah. I did no such thing, Trent. I did not break it. I just logged in and it wasn't working.
Yes, it says no pump connected to umbilical.
Weird. Trent, I didn't break it, I swear.
Did you turn the compressor on the pump?
Now hold on.
Compressor?
Yeah, the pump's got a compressor on it.
Hold up. How do you turn a compressor on?
Got to open the F1
Yeah,
help
no,
menu.
F1 menu don't help. You know that.
I know.
And I'm putting down.
Should be B as in boy.
Is it working now?
Down, I mean, I'm putting down stuff.
Oh, here, I found that it's Bluetooth, guys. I found it right here. I think I unhooked your hose. Is it working?
You're connecting it?
I think it's connected right now, right? Did I break it?
No pump connected to umbilical hose.
Okay.
I mean, the texture's changing. Oh,
Problem is I'm not.
Now it's disconnected.
Now it should be connected. All right. How do I like pumps and hoses? So last night we actually got it working and it was working well. Yeah, we'll see if we get it working again. I think we'll be all right here in a few minutes, hopefully. Hopefully it'll all be good to go.
Oh, texture lag.
Woo. How do you turn on the compressor?
Again, F1 help menu.
That phone don't help nothing.
Something ain't right.
Control O.
Oh, hey, Control O.
F1 menu, John.
All right, maybe I'll have consistent
How about now?
fertilizer coming out. All right, hold on. It's still inconsistent. Here, hold on.
I wonder if we just have to like.
SGTC98 just resubscribed for 51 months. I will be joining soon. Mrs. and I are having lunch at Panda.
Oh, nice. Nice, Sarge. Eat some orange chicken for me. Heck yeah. All good. Thanks for the resub, Sarge. Appreciate it.
So the tractor, it's skipping like 3 or 4 feet.
It's like you're not getting enough fertilizer to keep it going, right?
It's not a consistent flow.
I wonder if we just like need to wind the hoses up and start over. If like it doesn't like us log it out of the server. You know what I mean? No pump is connected. That's what's weird. I'm not. Oh, and I'm definitely not getting fertilizer.
Activated.
Well, but my map isn't showing up on my mini map, so I don't have fertilizer right now. Yeah.
Right, so
I told you, you done broke it.
The pump is activated.
I mean,
that's the only thing I have in here to.
Yeah, I don't have any fertilizer though, because it would show up on there. Yeah, I don't have fertilizer. We can try just like winding it up and resetting it all, right? Because something just isn't working. Like, being that it keeps saying that there's nothing connected, I would say we maybe just need to.
All right, umbilical hose clogged 0%. We've got.
Yeah, see,
we have material.
I don't get that menu here where I can see like how clogged we are or the capacity. I don't have that tonight or today. Let's just unhook and we'll reset it all. Not reset it, but like line the hoses up and then unwind them. Where do our hose reels end up?
They should be over there by the pump somewhere.
Okay, I see one here. All right. We'll just completely redo it all. All right. Did all those connections come loose? It's hard to tell if they actually were loose or if it was just like a mirage, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's hard to tell sometimes.
How do you disconnect a hose?
So there's a wrench. Use your scroll wheel. You'll find a wrench.
I have the wrench, but it's
just like click. Archie, what's going on? How are you? Now, how do I? I thought it was Z. To toggle that, wasn't it? Problem is, it doesn't tell you in the menu. There's too much stuff.
all right. I can't disconnect this hose.
Oh. It's maybe one of those things where when we leave a server, we need to make sure it's all wound up.
Which is unfortunate.
Oh, Dave says big gap middle of the field between orange and green. Well, that
might do it.
That'll do it. Then I bet you there's a gap in this orange hose somewhere too then. All good here. We're just trying to figure out our pumps and hoses again. We had it working last night, like perfectly fine. And okay, the pipe goes in the ground here. That's whatever. But we had it working perfectly fine last night, and we're having some issues here today with it. Having some issues. Like I don't remember how to activate the reel to wind it up. So instead, we're just gonna drag this until we find where there's an issue. Right here again, it's glitching in the map. There's not a. Although that's roughly where that point was, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's where that connection is.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go for a drive. Wait. Hang on, there's the end of the orange hose. Where's the green hose at? Oh, the green hose is way back there. Oh. Okay, Dave's got that, and here comes, okay. Oh, man, so it did, like...
completely disconnect.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to promise to chat for tonight. After stream, I'm going to get my stream deck working with all the pumps and hoses buttons. So that, like, I know I can just look over there and be like, oh, that's to wind up the hose, because our help menu is useless because of other things. Okay, so hold on. So that just moved a whole lot. So where do the two green hoses meet up? Because there's probably a gap there too, right? Just go check all of our connections. There's 4 sections of hose out here. Total. So yeah. 4 sections of hose out here total. Yes, it does, Tommy. It sure does. Okay, that looks... I'm gonna guess that's hooked up. Okay, I'm gonna go put this back on the applicator, I guess.
All right, I'll go back to the...
Okay.
Pump.
So Tommy, there's a website or websites you can look around. I'm not gonna name them because I'm not sponsored by any of them. But there are websites that have basically images, we'll say, for your stream deck, and basically it's just a bunch of hotkeys. That's all it is. I mean, that's all the stream deck is in general, you know, just hotkeys. So so basically yeah, you can set up pretty much anything you want. Like here, I can turn on my lights, or front light, back light, my beacons, my low beams, high beams, hazards. I do have a bunch of stuff set up, but there's specific icons for the pumps and hoses thing that I have, but I've never set it up because we never really used pumps and hoses till like yesterday. So yeah, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? But if I set that up, then I'll know, like, okay, this is how you do this, or this is how you do that. Because right now, with our help menu being jarbled up with it's mostly auto drive, I think, and GPS and stuff, it doesn't really like it. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Okay, where's the end of that hose actually at? Oh, wait, probably need to switch to that. There we go. Okay. Okay, wait. We're still having issues. Is that turned? Okay, I'm getting the capacity of the trailer now. I see that.
Yep.
Is the pump on?
Hold on. There we go.
There, now we're cooking. Okay, so maybe that's something to note. Maybe we should just wind our hose up. Every time we're like done on the server for the night, you know?
Yep.
That would probably be a good idea. Alright. Rotate. We'll actually fertilize this field now. Because last night I was kind of just goofing around in this field. Let's actually do it right now, chat. How about that? Can you use 2 stream decks on 1 PC? I don't know about that, Tommy. I don't know about that one. I have 2, but they're on different PCs. I don't know if you can put them both on the same PC or not. Okay, so I'm assuming you're going through a fair bit, right? That number's... It's
no.
No.
I accidentally started loading Dave instead of Dave loading me.
And I'll go through more here in a minute once I actually get on like a pass that, because I'm on kind of a weird partial pass right now. Let's see. Yeah, I shouldn't do what I was thinking about doing here. I'll just turn around the grass every time, okay? And I think I want to go like... This may not be perfect because we were messing around last night. So Troy, what do they have to do every once in a while? They have to like clean the line, right?
Yeah. The line will get clogged and you have to use the compressor to clean it out with.
Ah, okay.
But I mean, as long as the pump's running, the compressor's running, and it will build up pressure to it. So.
Okay. I'm streaming for about another 5.5 hours today. Another 5.5 hours today, guys.
So I have options for turning on and off the pump. Right? And I see the percentage that the hose is clogged by, but I don't have anything with a compressor option.
Or does it pop up once like the hose starts to get clogged, maybe?
No. As long as the pump is running, the compressor's running too.
Oh. So if you were to turn the pump off, that's when you would use the...
That's when it'll cure, the stuff inside of it would cure and clog.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It makes sense.
All right, so is that when we turn the pump off, or is that when I drive out of the field? Like when I stop applicating, like right now?
That's when you stop applicating.
So now it's going to start getting clogged? We're still using somehow.
Because you haven't lifted.
Okay, so if I do that, then... Oh, you're using a whole bunch. We just poured it on the ground right now? That's weird.
No, because when you lifted,
the
manure level rose in my tank.
Oh, is that
because I was refilling from the trailer.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
it
was a visually it looks like you're pouring it on the ground.
Okay, but I'm not.
But you weren't.
All right, cool. I'm here for it.
Or you might be for a little bit, but once it's raised, it cuts off.
Yeah, okay. Or I assume if I do that... Oh, I can't do that. Okay, never mind. It doesn't do what I thought it did. Never mind.
Just keep in mind, once the hose gets clogged, you'll be using less and putting down less, and you have to stop in order to actually clean the hose.
Okay, because you got to turn the pump off, right?
No, you don't have to turn the pump off. You can keep the pump running, but you just gotta stop applicating to clean the hose out.
I got you. Interesting. So much to learn. You know, I said this yesterday, but we've been playing this game for like 1.5 years, right? I officially broke 3,000 hours last night in this game. And
congratulations.
That's sad, but thanks. But like still learning. You know?
Yeah.
Still learning stuff, which hey, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Oh, a little skipper there maybe, but that's all right. Although on the fertilizing map it looks fine. So yeah, maybe we just wind up hoses before we all leave the server. I feel like that's less of a headache than trying to find all the connections, especially when they're like glitched in the map. Yeah.
Maybe another suggestion is if you're going to use let's just say 4 sections of hose.
Do 4 different colors, yeah.
4 different colors.
Yeah, I went with 2, and then I realized like I probably should have done 4.
That way, it's easily see, okay, this is where green stops, this is where yellow starts, and you can kind of find the connection point.
Yeah, that would be actually. So if we did it right, we'd have 5 sections of hose because that pump will pump 2,500 meters, and obviously there's more than five colors. So yeah, we should do that. Although I don't know about a brown one.
I don't like green either.
I don't like white either. Or like gray.
White you can probably see really well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the green one probably not the best idea. The black one, I don't know.
So red, yellow, orange, and white.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try them out. So technically, we do own the hose. That's the only part of this whole thing we actually own. We'll buy it all eventually because it seems to be working. And actually, I think we could very easily keep up with two applicators as well. because that's one good central location right there. And really, we could probably put the pump at the cow barn. With 2,500 meters of hose, that's, you know, that's pretty far. So, Plugger, hello, welcome in. How's it going? Hey, 20, that's pretty far, so be interested to see, like, how far do I actually get, and am I using any green hose in this field yet? I don't think I am.
No.
It's all orange hose still, which is 1,000. So, kind of interesting. But at least you feel like, at least, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting something done. 11 miles an hour, you're zipping back and forth. I mean, it's not super wide, but it definitely works.
Yeah. I was gonna say the only thing the only thing is the width.
Yeah.
But
yeah. There is a mod in the mod hub that I've seen, but I haven't messed with it. But it's basically just a nozzle that you put on the back of the tractor, and you hook it up to the hose, and it just like spreads manure that way, like you know, just like
a sprinkler system,
basically.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it would have any more width, and it looks real gross too from the pictures. At least this way, visually, it doesn't look bad.
Okay, so now we're at 13% blockage, 15% blockage.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't changed anything.
Yeah.
Other than the time of
I think it just kind of gets blocked up over time, yeah.
Yeah.
Because last night, I think it kind of did the same thing, didn't it, Troy?
Yeah, it did.
Just slowly gets blocked. Nice, Doug. I hope you get it. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, we got a tornado warning over there, don't we? Oh, boy.
You can sure tell when we drug them rock pickers through the field yesterday.
From all the weeds, right?
Yeah, all the plowing that we done yesterday.
Yeah, Mister, put your front weight down and just, you know, make a mess. Yeah, because technically I'm not destroying any weeds right now with this tractor. Oh, hey, the end of that kind of phased through a little bit there. All right. Yeah. Right. Oh, there's still orange hose in that field. Oh.
Oh, yeah, you got a bunch of hose.
I'd say we can go far.
Do I need to be sitting in this tanker while this thing's running?
I don't necessarily think so, do you?
I mean, I wasn't last night. I was sitting in the tractor.
We do have the mod that, like, engines shouldn't turn off no matter how far away we get from them. That is definitely a mod that we are running. Which is a handy little mod, by the way. Actually, I am destroying weeds with my tractor. I guess they're to a certain growth stage, the weeds, that I can destroy them now. I didn't think this tractor would, but it totally is. Interesting. Yeah, no, you shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to sit in either piece, right? And the good thing is we still have, like, I feel like we have a decent amount sitting around, right?
Yeah, we've got 2 trailer fulls sitting here.
Plus 1.5 million somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just curious to see how much we had left in the trailers.
Oh, okay. So, I got so.
Which we've got 1.5 tankers full, so we're okay.
Yeah, I feel like we're not using it that aggressively, and this is where maybe, like, if I turned off the auto, but that doesn't really seem to work well either, so I don't know. I'm curious to see what it does when we plant corn. I still don't think on auto it's going to put out enough to actually get us all the way up to the fertilizer that we need. I don't think it's going to do that much, but that's okay.
So if it's on auto now and there's no seed in the ground,
yeah.
What is, like,
what's stopping it? I don't know.
Yeah, like where, like what is saying, oh, it needs to be at this level?
I think it's just that this thing only puts out so much. Does that make sense? Except for I can turn it up.
No, because the application rate is varying right now on
Yeah,
the
it
screen.
is. I don't know. It's like it's putting down a base layer based on soil type. I guess
It's
is what
bringing it up to something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, plus 60 is usually about where it lives. Oh. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Change that.
Yep.
Up. So I can change the application rate, but it also kind of varies because you have the different soil types. So we were messing with this last night. You know, I was able to get it up to like, what is that? Some like 140s, 120.
Yeah, 140s.
You know, I was able to get that to work a little bit, but I think the whole premise of doing this is you're not going to get your nitrogen all the way up where it needs to be. You would flood your field if that was the case, probably. The whole theory of this is to put down like a base layer of fertilizer. So what we're actually going to do, Doug, with this field is we're applying now. We're going to fast time a day after we fertilize another field. We're going to a fast time a day. Then we're going to plant corn with no fertilizer in the seeder, just seed. And then we're going to apply fertilizer again through the drag line here. So, and then we'll probably still have to do a little bit of supplemental fertilizer to get it to where it needs to go, because corn obviously is a heavy user. But I think the theory with doing manure or slurry, they're both the same. It's a base layer. It's not your finished amount. That's kind of the way that I understand it anyway. So the whole thing.
Okay, so we're 44% clogged, but your application rate has not changed. It's still It's still going up and down about the same way it was the last couple passes.
Yep. I'm doing plus 80 right here. 75. So it's based on our soil type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing it down to 60.
Well, yeah,
again.
you're getting into that nasty section right there.
Plus 40, 55, 60. Yeah, so it is definitely based on your soil type to a point. But now if we were to say plant soybeans out here, that would just be horrible because, of course, soybeans use no nitrogen. And that would probably nuke our environmental score, if I had to guess. So that's why, you know, for something like corn, yeah, let's apply a couple times and just like lay all the nitrogen. Or, you know, we could even get a salad spreader and run right behind this with a salad spreader and I mean,
we have a ton of manure.
I know, we need to get a spreader, yeah. Well, Bex, what's up? How you doing today? Kind of been waiting for one to go on sale. So I need to turn around.
What we call pulling a bear.
It happens. All right. I don't know why, but this one kind of looks cool, but it's way too small for what we're doing. Although it gets so dirty. But that's a side slinger too. Never mind. Yeah, that throws it out the side door. No. No, thank you. I feel like that'd be a nightmare for GPS.
Hey, Troy.
Oh, wait. Troy, we'll catch you later. Have fun at work, bud.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
There's Stevie-fied.
I just noticed that.
Spreader?
Yeah, there's a Stevie-fied couple ones. Wait, those spread compost. They don't spread manure. They spread I didn't know you could spread compost on your field and use compost like fertilizer. Wait
a minute. Well, you can put manure in the composter, right?
I didn't know that.
Can you?
What?
Can you put manure in the composter?
Oh. I want to say no, but I'm not sure. No. Both have alphas, potato, wood chip, hay, grass, and straw. That's interesting, though. I didn't know you could spread the compost. Yeah, exactly, Doug. It would, yep. Put the fertilizer or the nitrogen in the soil. Yep. Why you get that, you know, corn and bean rotation going on a lot of times, at least around here. Yep. All right. So I didn't realize that, though. And that the spread at 16, 17 miles an hour too. But we don't have that much compost. We've actually been selling a little bit of compost, which is interesting. $156,000. I mean, that is like the most expensive one that there is. But hey, you know, YOLO, right?
That's a 24.
24, yes.
24 meter.
Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going?
That's a 300 horse.
Yeah, it's ours. It's ours. We got it. It is Taco Tuesday. Let's go. I might be having some tacos for dinner, actually. Haven't decided yet. I have ground beef in the fridge, and I asked my father what he wanted with it, and he said, whatever you want. So that means tacos to me. Just saying. I don't think it's okay. So let me back up. The reason I would say this. Oh, chat. You know when you need to sneeze, but you can't sneeze, but you need to sneeze. So, hang on 1 second. Oh, that was a healthy sneeze. I'm so glad I have a mute button. The reason I would say it's not going to bring it up to max with the after seeding application is that's what we did in 7. Thank you, Fire Shadow. And we had to spray field 7 as well. And we're going to get into that situation up here in a few minutes as well. Where that's already planted. Field 1 and 8 are planted. So it'll be the same situation there. We'll have to come in with something else to fertilize it to top it up. Fill up on tacos. I like tacos, not gonna lie. Taco pizza. I haven't made a homemade pizza in a minute. I couldn't make taco pizza though. My dad would probably eat that. There's a taco casserole that I make that he'll eat, so maybe I'll make that. And yeah, I said casserole. Taco casserole. I'm from the Midwest, leave me alone. And yes, it does involve cream and chicken soup because it's casserole, it has to. It's the Midwest law, okay?
My wife makes a it's a taco ring.
Okay.
So she lays down the triangles of the canned croissants.
Okay, yeah.
You ever make canned croissants?
Yeah.
Like Pillsbury?
Yeah.
So she'll lay those in a circle, and she'll cook taco meat, whatever else, and then lay the taco meat all the way around in it. And then basically lay over all the croissant.
Oh.
And then finish it in the oven. And then you cut, like, chunks out of basically a taco wreath.
Oh, wow.
What it is. It's pretty awesome.
Oh man, yeah, we did some science last night with this whole pumps and hoses thing, and today is continued science. Yes. Taco lasagna, kinda, yeah. Our mom used to make kind of the same thing, but not at all. She would make almost like pizza dough, basically. And then like stretch it out and then lay a whole bunch of stuff in there, but it was mostly like deli meats, right? And then like roll that up kind of like a sandwich, almost like a, not quite a cinnamon roll, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And then we just called them big sandwiches. That's all we ever called them. And dude, you bake those things, oh my god, make a fat kid come running, you know. Just saying. Taco deep dish pizza, wow. And then she used to make one with like breakfast, like sausage and eggs and like potato hash brown things. Oh god, it was ridiculous. Just saying. Am I still using orange hose, or is there any green over here yet? I think I'm still using orange, right?
You still got orange.
That's you don't realize how far 2,000 meters is, I guess, in like farm sim land. Go for days. Taco wreath does sound good though. Anything with the Pillsbury like croissant roll thing, like just anything sounds good with that. My mom, but actually my sisters made it too, but mom used to make a veggie pizza out of that stuff. You wouldn't roll it up like a croissant. You would just leave it like flat.
Yeah.
Like the whole can. You would just like roll it out flat, right? And then you'd bake it, and then on top of it, you would take like a cream cheese, like a softened cream cheese with like some, I'd have had a little bit of mayo in it too, kind of thin it down just a little bit.
Okay.
And I think it had probably like some dill in it. And then you'd like smear that on there as like your sauce, we'll say. And then just like cut up broccoli and cauliflower, carrots. It was fantastic. Used to do that all the time for parties. So good. Think of the amount of...
Where's the repair station?
There is one in the homestead. Is that you in the homestead?
Yeah.
Like literally to your left. I think Dave's at it right there.
There it is. I found it.
Think of the amount of hose we would have needed for the field of regret.
All of it.
We probably would have had to haul manure to the center of the field. And then just treated it like a center pivot. just drove around it.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't really see in these games.
Center pivots?
In this the pivots, yeah.
There is actually a mod in the mod hub for a center pivot. I think it fertilizes, if I'm not mistaken. Which is kind of interesting to me. I haven't messed with it. I don't know if it would work on a server or not. But yeah, it should be more of a thing, right? Depends on where the map's based, I guess. Ain't eating a veggie, nothing. It was actually really good. I'm not a huge like veggie guy, but whenever she would make the vegetable pizza, I was all about it. 20,000 meters of hose. Now you're kind of making me want to go try it sometime, Plugger. I still have that map somewhere. I can find it. Just go on there and start laying out some hose and see how far you can go. Because we've got 2,000 meters right now. That pump will do 2,500. So we can add another section of hose on this whole thing. I figured 2,000 was probably enough for the fields that we have. And so far it's plenty. So yeah. Considering I'm still using just the orange hose, so that's 1,000 meters. So we've got plenty of hose for this for the fields that we have. Let's say that. Plus, you know, we can always move the pump and haul the slurry to it, or we could put the pump right at the fill point too. It's kind of another thought. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Put it right at the cow barn and let it rip. Although it's not like we're going through it so fast that, you know, we need like 14 tankers to keep up or anything either. Plus,
right, so you're 98% clogged.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Are you trying to go for 100?
I mean, fine as well.
2,000. Oh, well, it's true. Yeah. Well, Troy said I had to stop, right?
All right, go ahead and stop.
Applicator's off. All right. Did it give you anything, any other option? Probably not because of everything else that we have. Oh. So
let me
keep going.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm deactivating. And reactivating.
Okay. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Go here.
I don't know. Somehow I thought he was able to like do it while I was driving last night. I don't know how. Interesting. Oh. Dave says, oh. Oh cleans hose.
And it is close. It's 0% now. You're good.
Okay, I am.
Thank you, Dave.
Back on. And applicating. Okay. So randomly, do you just need to push O?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every once in a while, I suppose.
Interesting. Wyoming Cowboy, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in. Very interesting.
Do you want... we're not going to be able to try manure spreading right after this, right? We're going to have to wait a stage, aren't we?
I think you could do it. Yeah.
All right, we'll try. And if it doesn't change, then we'll stop.
It's a different texture, right? I mean, we know.
I'm thinking.
Since we know it's corn, we know that it needs to have all the nitrogen. If it wasn't corn, I would like hold off, right? But since it's corn, we should be able to fire it up because I got a whole nother field I got to do too. Before we're ready.
Yeah, but do you want to? You don't want to do that post seeding. You want to do that pre seed, right?
What's that?
The manure spreading.
Yeah, no, you can do it now. Yeah.
Yep.
Do it either way.
All right. I'm gonna go grab it.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't be wearing a gray shirt today. I should be wearing like a lab coat. All the science.
We got to get you one of those over the glasses goggles.
Yeah.
The rubbery plastic ones with the elastic.
Yeah. Oh God.
Dr. Plow is on the case.
Speaking of gray shirt, by the way, chat, this is a brand new one.
Ooh.
And it ain't nothing better than a brand new gray shirt, you know? Just saying.
All right, how do we get you in any other color besides gray?
I ran out.
Okay.
Or something happened. How do you get me in any other color besides gray? Make it so my green screen, I don't have to adjust settings every time I wear a different color shirt.
Arsad?
Because that's why I wear the gray shirt all the time, so I didn't have to change my settings.
Oh, Dave left the server, so...
To be honest, it's more of a lazy thing, is the gray shirt, like, to be completely honest. So, are we out of fertilizer here? What happened?
Hold on.
All of a sudden, it's just, like, flat turned off. Wait.
The silver container should be filling it.
Somehow the hose cable disconnected, though.
How did that happen?
See the hose line there?
Yeah.
Because that's what
it was even wrapped around the tongue, so it wouldn't disconnect.
Bye green screen. Sean, if that ever happens, then yeah, I can just simply, yeah. It was wrapped around the tongue, huh? Well, but how did I... There's no way that I pulled...
No.
That shouldn't be a thing, right? With all the hose that we have in between, there's no way that I... All right, Dave, have fun at work. We'll catch you later. That makes no sense that, like... Yeah, work. How's that going for you today, Bear?
Well, let's not jinx anything. I'll just say so far, so good.
Okay. Yeah, so Sean has a point. If I didn't use a green screen, yes, I would break out my extensive collection of Carhartt pocket tees.
Those are, that's what I'm wearing right now.
Good old K87, am I right? You know, chat. If you don't, well, sorry. I ordered some pants the other day, is what it is, and they were running a sale on shirts, and I was like, and if I do.
If you don't say.
Yeah. I don't order from Carhartt, though. I order from a different company.
You may have to slide me a little...
It's actually a Missouri company, too, which is cool.
Really?
Yeah. They've got... That's all I'm going to say. I'm done.
All right.
Not talking.
I got you. Hey, slide me a link.
Yeah, I got you a link. I'll get you later.
Right.
I'll get you. Oh man. Yeah, we've been ordering from them for a long time. Put it that way. Because once you know what you like, then what's the point of like going to a store? You know, just order it. Just saying. Like to go like try something on? No, no. That's not me. Okay, so I think I'll have to. I gotta move that tank. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? I kind of didn't put a tank close enough to the pump. I gotta move that here in a second because I imagine the pump's almost empty by now. But I don't know. I'll go check it here in a second. Okay.
What's also interesting is you can enter the pump
and drive it.
But you cannot enter it from the map.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay. We're almost empty. So
the black trailer is also full.
Okay.
Mal_Scott_ just resubscribed for 19 months. Morning all smile.
Scott, what's going on? Welcome back for 19 months. How are you? Good morning. How's your coffee today? Wait, not morning for him. You're a lightweight, the wicking shirt. I'm not, I've tried them. Not a fan of those.
You know what I've wanted to try?
What's that?
And I can't get myself to pull the trigger on it.
All right.
Do you know, like those lightweight like fishing shirts?
Yeah.
Like Huck brand, or I mean, there's a whole bunch of brands.
Hashtag ad.
I'm sorry. So no free plugs. I'm just giving
care.
it as a for instance. But they've got. I mean, I've always wanted to try them for. Maybe perfect for cutting grass.
Yeah.
Or actually going fishing and whatever else.
Yeah.
What do you use when you cut? Just a Carhartt long sleeve?
So yeah, I pretty much wear just a Carhartt long sleeve most of the year. Sometimes in the summer, like if it's gonna be really hot, I will wear a short sleeve shirt. But if I'm gonna be outside, I have a I'll have a long sleeve shirt in the truck. And it's not like, so if I'm gonna mow, I'll just like throw the long sleeves on because I hate being in the sun. Like I watched Mom back in the day and Dad go through like skin cancer stuff, and I don't want any part of that crap, you know.
Right.
So there's that. Big Bad Hot Dog, we'll catch you. Have fun. But yeah, so I don't like being in the sun. That's my thing. Plus, and this is, a lot of people don't realize this, but if you are wearing long sleeves, once your sleeves get wet from, you know, sweat, you stay way cooler. Because you're basically just like in your own little world, and you stay a lot cooler once your shirt actually gets wet.
Your own biome.
Yeah, basically. Dad knows a guy that cuts grass commercially that wears like a hoodie, a pullover hoodie all summer, hood up, all summer long, doesn't matter how hot it is, and he's like in his own world. So, yeah, but no, so yeah, I keep like a long sleeve. It's actually not even a Carhartt. It's another brand. But
have you tried one of those Lycra like fishing shirts?
I've never had a fishing shirt. No. Dad used to have one, and he wore it. Sometimes he'll wear it. It's hard to get him to remember to like, hey, if you're going out in the sun, you should probably, you know, wear a hat and long sleeves, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, it's fine, whatever. And it's like, no, it still helps, Pops. Come on.
You've got one of those big straw hats that you wear.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Protects your neck and all that.
I've actually got one behind me here at the house.
Protect your neck.
Like used to put up Christmas lights and stuff, take down Christmas lights. Yeah. Got a couple I keep out the farm too. Try to remind the old man to wear his when he goes out, but he just like whatever.
He's just old manning it up.
Well, like the other day we were talking to my uncle. So it's Dad's brother, who's not that much older than Dad, a couple years, right? So Dad's 74. So his brother's probably like 76. 70s, something like, I don't know, something like that. And he was talking about his cholesterol's getting a little high. Doc told him he needed to go on some medicine. And he goes, I'm not doing it. And Dad kind of looked at him and he goes, gotta die from something.
That's right.
I was like, oh God. I don't like that kind of talk. Don't say that. But
all right, so I'm applying up here at the top left corner.
Okay.
Northwest corner if you want to take a quick look.
You get on the right map. Okay, so it's getting better. What's your what's your rate?
It's on auto.
Yeah, what's your rate?
Right now it's 60, plus 60.
Okay.
8.6 tons per hectare.
Oh wow. 8.6. See, I'm only doing 3.7 basically. So that's interesting. Or it bounces all over the place.
I'm on auto and it's sticking at plus 60.
Yeah. Again, I think fertilizer or manure is like, it's not really going to go much higher than that, you know? It kind of applies what it wants to apply, and that's that, you know?
Mm.
But yeah, so Dad doesn't talk like that, but, you know, I could see it one of these days. He's going to start talking like that. Something's got to get me. Oh. All right. All right, I'm off to the next field, by the way.
Now it's fluctuating.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. It's such an ugly fertilizer map right now from the way I was messing with it last night. Okay, so now here's the real test, right?
Oh, can you go back and double?
Can we just like flood the field with fertilizer? Oh, I don't have a pump connected, but apparently it's working. So, no, it's not working. Never mind. Wait, now it's working. Now it's okay. That pump must have come unhooked again. How does that keep happening?
A really good question.
I don't even see the hose anymore. Like, the hose has left the chat. Oh, man. With all the hose that we have stretched out, I don't understand how that's a thing. Oh, the green hose. The green hose finally made it in the field. Look at that. All right, do what? Sorry.
You think we'd have a braided whip or something to, you know, keep that thing connected?
Right. The hose has left the chat. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, though. So do I just need to go drive up and down like a bunch up here to get the hose up here now, kind of? Who knows where the end of it's going to be now. Oh, you would think that would stay connected a little better than it is. What do I know, chat? I'm just an internet farmer, you know? I'm just a computer chair farmer over here. Don't mind me. That's all I is. But if it keeps coming unhooked, we're obviously doing something wrong with our hose. Maybe that it's like drug 18 different ways down there. I'd have something to do with it. I'm gonna go just like drive in this other field for a little bit. Just to like bring the hose up this way. Oh, look at the rocks, chat. Someday we'll clean up these little test plots. I almost wish there was like something visual to like where the ends of the hose were, like a cone or something that you could put to help visualize the ends of the hose. It definitely helped when Sarge cut the grass last night. That for sure helped us. But still kind of a thing. And then the problem is to wind the hose back up is going to be a nightmare right now. Don't really want to do that. Oh, yeah. Because like right now, I bet you as I'm driving south here, wherever the end of the green hose is, it's moving. And it shouldn't. Because I have a giant loop of hose behind me, which is glitched in the map at this point. But the giant loop should be moving, not the end of the... Not the end of the hose. So now we gotta go try to find the end of the hose, I guess, with the pump. Or...
Right, so one load of manure does not do the perimeter of that field.
Oh, God. You need a auger wagon. Full of manure. Yummy. So let's see if we can go find the end of the hose. Alright, chat, we're going to treat this like an episode of Dora the Explorer. Do you see the end of the hose?
Can you say... Or testing. I mean, the end of the hose?
Obelix, we definitely have decided that, yeah, we're gonna use 4 separate colors of hose eventually. Right now, or actually 5 separate. Right now we have 2 and 2. Selling the hose might be faster. You know, Plugger, the issue is, though, you have to wind it up to sell it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, but I think you do.
I'll put that on my comment card.
Because it doesn't show up anywhere, right? It doesn't show up as like something we own. And I'm pretty sure to sell it, you actually have to wind it up and put it on the pallet. So, yeah. That is sad. I found it, by the way, chat. Can you say we found the hose? Wait. This episode of Dora is getting weird.
Can you say excrement?
So what I'm wondering is if I need to like pull, I'm gonna go drive like up the field with this hose too and kind of give myself extra right here. What I'm thinking. Oh man. Stuart, what's up, man? We're doing. How are you? The only thing I hope I'm not doing is pulling the hose off the applicator now, which I could be. But it's just disappearing in the map up here. It's okay. The other thing I wish we had was one of those like hose pullers or hose movers. If you guys have ever seen this like operation in real life, they have like a giant wheel that goes on like the 3-point of a tractor. And you can basically run that. It's like it's horizontal, not vertical. And it's for repositioning the hose. And it's pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna try that. We'll unhook that. I got the hook and unhook part down. I don't know about the like winding part yet. But I can unhook it. That's about all I can do. We'll have to figure out how to wind it later. Alright, so we're gonna move this, move the pump. It is nice that you can just drive the pump, by the way. It's weird, but it is nice.
Oh, it kind of reminds me of a Zamboni.
It kind of, it's a Poo Zamboni.
Look, kids, a chocolate Zamboni.
Oh. A short way at both ends. It wouldn't be a bad option, yeah. Alright, so now we should be able to hook that up and turn that on. And then we switch to the right thing here. Okay. Right, now we should be able to go back over here. And we're applying, although we're not actually applying here because the field's already fertilized. Let's just skip over a pass here. Some of this field was planted with fertilizer, but that's okay. It's all good. Just like the carrot field that we did last night too. Or potato, sorry. This is carrots here. Logitech heavy bundle turned up today. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so this is doing the same thing to this field that it did in our other field. It is not getting me up to final fertilizer. I'm close though. That's really close, I feel like. But not quite.
Yeah, but that was that previously?
Why did that just turn?
Was that previously fertilized?
That was fertilized while planting. That makes sense.
Until he ran out, right?
Yeah, that's why it's kind of, like Troy planted this field, so he did a round and then just like a couple passes, and then he just went ahead and seeded the rest. Yeah, and I did the same thing when I planted last night too. Okay, so the hose keeps coming unhooked, chat. The hose keeps coming unhooked, and that's just not, it's not fun. Do I need to just like start over? 'Cause I can't keep the hose on the pump. I wonder if I just need to like redo my hose completely here. The problem is when I drive that tractor, the hose is for some reason being ripped off the pump. And it kind of doesn't make any sense to me at all, and I don't know where the end of the hose is now. I feel like it's here somewhere, but I feel like that's it right there, but that doesn't actually look like the end of the hose either. Oh, it must be right there somewhere.
You still have green all the way down here at the end of the south of the field here.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
Wow. At day 0, we'll quit because we're broke. Ice, what's going on, man? Would you happen to know where the joint is between the two green hoses there, Bear? Or?
I can look. I can try to look. Let's see.
Yeah.
I just got empty, so.
Ice, I don't know, man. We'll just, keep messing with it till, why not, Because I can. I don't think I can wind a hose if it's hooked up to another hose.
Might be in the map right here.
Okay.
There's a couple of big sections that are inside the map.
That's fun. John, good afternoon. How are you? Yeah, you're not wrong about the big sections being in the map. Well, that's fun. That is one thing that needs some work still, in my opinion, is the hose falling in the map. Oh, there it is. I can just see the couplers. Oh, chat, look at that. You can just see the end of the hose. That's crazy. Which means we'll never find the other end of this hose back. Anyway. How do there we go. Alright, we're winding up a hose now. Okay.
There are no negative effects from the manure pile backing up, right?
Manure pile backing up?
Yeah, at the cow barn.
I assume it'll get full eventually, but I don't think so. John, everything was working well. We finished the field that we're planting corn in. And now the problem I'm having is the hose keeps coming disconnected from the pump. So I think I'm just going to like reset the hose up north a little bit, and hopefully it'll work better. Yeah, if I had a hose reel on the back, I could probably wind up two at once, yeah. I probably could. Not a bad idea. Might as well try it, right? And go get the other hose reel. Not super realistic right now, but that's okay. Because we're winding up a hose, not unwinding a hose. Oh, man. Actually, there was the other joint in the line right there. I don't know how much those manure piles hold either.
I was just curious if I needed to work on, you know, bringing both of them down at once or just stick it with one.
Actually, let me look. Might be able to figure out how much it holds.
But I don't think there is any negative effects. If it caps out, it's not like the production rates go down or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, those hold 8 million apiece, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we're fine. We'll be okay.
We're good. Since we have like 1.5 million total, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where was that? There it is. Okay, we have one section of hose wound up. Go ahead and separate that hose there. Go ahead and attach and line the hose up.
Yeah, you attached it to the back reel.
I know, I want to wind it up. Doesn't matter what reel.
I thought you connected the back end of the first hose onto the back one.
No. It's not hooked up to anything. Just getting my buttons right. The problem is, like I said, the help menu doesn't really help.
The unhelp menu?
In this situation, yeah.
One pass, 26%
on
manure for the spreader.
Wow. A little real, huh?
It's pretty considerable.
Okay. Can we live in a yellow submarine, please? Come on, I got that first one to wind up so just like nice. And this one is not having it. Well, I've got them both hooked up anyway. I do have that at least. Okay. So maybe we unhook the back one here. With that. That was the front one. This would sure be easier if I had my side panel set or my stream deck set up for this. That's okay. Alright, now we'll just use this as a... We'll just drag it. We'll just drag this hose for a couple days here. Right into a tree. Don't mind me. Alright. My theory is if I can get this hose, like, the end that I have hooked up to go to the... what's it called? To the pump. And then just, like, drag the other end to meet up with that orange hose. In theory, that should work, right? And we'd have a whole bunch of hose laying here that, in theory, this would work. Hopefully. I just don't have a clue where the other end of this green hose is right now. Oh, it's still out in that field down there. I can see it. Okay. Might be dragging this around for a while.
Yep. You got about, I don't know, another 100 meters.
In that field still.
In that field, yeah.
Dang. Yeah, definitely green's not a good idea in the grass. It is easier to see from a tractor, though. I will say that. Somebody said that last night, and I'm like, yeah, definitely. Definitely easier to see from a cab. Well, hey, if you've ever wondered, 500 meters with 2 reels on your tractor is 19% capacity. So, there's that. The more you know. You're welcome, chat. I don't know if it's actually moving that hose, though, out of that field, is it?
I'll be able to tell you in about 2 minutes because I'm almost out.
Okay. We're just going to drive everywhere in reverse. Actually, I don't need to be driving in reverse. I could drive in, you know, like drive go faster.
Put it in reverse, Tur.
Oh, it is.
All right, so I still see about 50 to 60 meters of hose out here.
Okay.
Although it is dragging.
Okay.
As I'm approaching it, it's going farther.
So I guess the life lesson is we need to put in a whole bunch of hose right by the pump.
As a buffer.
As basically, yeah, a buffer.
Maybe like a 500 short. What's the shortest we can get? 500? Or can you do 100 meters?
100. 100, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, so maybe like a 200 or 100 or 200 section.
Yeah.
With yeah, maybe we'll do black or something with that one.
I can see that. Yeah.
Just say, okay, this is the buffer section. When you start moving black, then you gotta stop.
Stop and kind of reset life.
Right.
See, look, and it's weird the way it works though, because right now I guarantee it's pulling that hose right out of that field. And that's weird because I have loops up here of hose, so it shouldn't be moving.
That's right. The physics are completely off.
The physics are, yeah, a little Minecrafty. Yeah, it shouldn't be pulling the end of the hose when I have loops of it running back and forth here, basically.
Right.
So I guess that just, I don't know.
But, and you won't hear me say this very often, in Giant's defense,
at least
right?
it's working.
Well, could you imagine if the physics did work like that?
Right.
It would be much more difficult to play, I think.
I don't know. I mean, at least that way the pump would stay, or the hose would stay hooked up to my pump.
That's also true.
That part might be nice.
That might be a minor fact I failed to realize.
Because even putting a whole bunch by that pump here, I don't know if that's technically even going to work, you know? I don't know. I guess maybe just need to reset for every field. I don't know. I don't know. The end of it's still out there, though?
I didn't look.
You probably lost it. I know. Oh, man. I mean, if I could just widen this hose up, I would, but I can't get the buttons to, like, cooperate with me. So, it's not cooperating. Problem is there's a toggle somewhere, and I don't know, honestly, what button that is right now. Don't know. So it's definitely an issue of running, like, horseplay / auto drive and pumps and hoses. The help menu is absolutely useless when it comes to the pumps and hoses because of the other stuff running. Which is very unfortunate, honestly. Again, and I say this all the time, but it needs to be like Construction Sim where you hit F1 once and it goes to the first page. And if there's more controls, guess what? You hit F1 again and it goes to the second page. That's the way Construction Sim is, and it works quite well. So it would be nice if this would do the same thing. But unfortunately, it's not how it works. Not how it works, chat.
Yeah, you know what? I'm in your camp. I think the physics should work as real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just for the simple fact that just because you've laid the path doesn't mean that the tension should come from the entire path.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, go lay a garden hose out in your yard and lay it back and forth a bunch, and then when you pull it in a straight line, it's going to start on one end, and, you know?
Right.
Like, yeah. Alright, we can try hooking this back up, but I don't know where the other end of this green hose is now. Is the problem. I don't have a clue.
So, it is not in the field.
Okay.
If it is, it's in the map. But, oh, I see it. The woods. It's in the woods next to the blue cedar.
Okay. Well, let's try unhooking this then. Hook that up. Gotta find the end of it again. Okay. You say it's in the woods next to the prop. Where's the other end of the orange hose too then?
To the right?
Oh, I found that. Okay, here's orange hose. I think the end of it's up here somewhere, isn't it? Okay. Have the orange hose in hand.
So proceed towards the cedar.
Okay.
Great.
You can't run, apparently, when you're pulling a hose.
Should be like right where Jonathan is.
Yeah.
Right around there. Check your left-hand side.
I saw it back up there, but it dipped in the ground, so I don't know if that was it or not. Don's running around like a madman out here, so who knows?
It's not that close to the cedar. It's in the trees. You're right a little bit. I know I'm on delay, but
here, let me go back to where I did see it. I saw it up here somewhere. Where'd it go, chat? It's totally right here somewhere. Okay.
How about that green hose?
I found it. Problem is... Oh, I guess I did get it. Yeah, I think they're coupled. I think. Yeah, how about that green hose, huh? What a terrible idea that was. The pump's connected.
Live and learn.
Somewhere we're not connected. Oklahoma. Should I set up my stream deck now, chat? I think I just need to like wind it up all up and start over. That makes sense to anybody?
If you're gonna wind it all up, sell it.
Sell it. Yeah, I'd redo the colors. Yeah.
Yeah, or just at least grab a different color. A different color or something.
Alright, so here's the problem, chat. I have to set it all on fire. It's a good idea, actually. Set it all on fire. Not connected? Well, connect it then. I thought I had it. Can you connect it, John? The hoses glitching in the ground might be the biggest thing that I see with this whole thing. Like, annoying.
Great, agreed.
Oh, John got it connected.
Is it phasing through everything else too? All the trees and
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, well that's fine. To an extent.
All right, next time it comes unhooked, I'm done. How about that? I'm just done.
Done with Farm Sim. Done for streaming for the day.
Yes.
There's a lot of levels of done.
Sledgehammer to the setup. I'm done.
Does anyone have?
I talked to my dad about a real job the other day that I could go get this summer. So.
Really? What do you? This is a real job.
But like,
don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, most people don't consider this a job.
Well, those people are idiots.
I know. He was talking about, he knows a guy at our local parks department, like that runs it basically.
Yeah.
And he was saying that due to, break out the compost spreaders. Well, due to, governments being governments, apparently if somebody goes and applies today, like, hey, maybe they got out of college or, somebody's looking for a little extra cash this summer and has some hours, whatever, right? If you go apply to our local parks department today, it is 6 weeks before you get a phone call back.
That's interesting.
And I'm thinking,
I guess they're not hurting for people?
No, they're dying for people.
Well, then...
Exactly.
WTH.
Exactly, because he's not in charge of that part. He's like, I would hire him on the spot. He's like,
Wow.
I don't even care. You know, he actually used to be, he used to run the grounds at a golf course that my brother used to work at. So we've known this guy forever. And Dad's like, I said, I'll go drive a big, they have some big Toro lawnmowers that have like cabs, air conditioning.
Yeah,
you know?
I've seen those.
I was like, I'll go drive one of those. And he goes, he'd probably take you. But I don't really want to do that. But I mean, I could.
That means you have to actually get up in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a problem.
Woo.
But I could walk
That's
to work
tough.
because it's like almost in our neighborhood where the shed is. But yeah. I'd have to get up and like, you know, I couldn't stream all the time. It'd be a whole thing. So no, thank you.
No 3 o'clock in the morning TikTok rolling.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
you could. You'd just be hurting.
I'd just be real tired the next day. Pretty much. You know, maybe that's why the pump is drivable, so you just drive with the hose as you go. Maybe that's why it's mobile.
Is there another drop pin hitch on the back of that?
Yeah. Can I just pull the pump around?
Pull the pump behind you?
Wait, that defeats the purpose. I gotta pull the hose along. I gotta pull the pump along. This is garbage. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, 6 weeks, and like they'll take anybody with a pulse basically at the Parks Department right now.
I mean, everybody's hurting for people.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Yeah. Well, it's because nobody wants to work anymore.
Well, I mean, we could sit here and shake our canes, right? But it doesn't mean we're wrong. But we could sit here and shake our canes and be old men about it. But
yeah, no,
a lot of that is true.
Well,
everybody wants a remote job, and everybody wants this, and everybody wants
you think
that.
about what a job working for a Parks Department is. You know, if you're starting out, say you're out of college and looking for a little summer work, right? You're going to run a string trimmer 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
For 5 days a week. Like, that's not fun, you know? That sucks. Because I even said something to Dad. I'm like, I'd go, but like, I'm not running a trimmer.
No, you get $18 an hour and a free tan.
Exactly. And skin cancer. Yay.
Well, you know.
Yeah. So, you know, it's like the local cemeteries too. They're just like, you know, anybody with a pulse they'll hire, but same thing. When you get hired, you're going to go run a string trimmer all day long, every day.
Or you're going to be, you know, laying out, you know, AstroTurf.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
And digging and backfilling and.
At least they don't like hand dig anymore. You know, they have an excavator, backhoe, whatever.
Yeah, backhoe.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah, it's just, you know, it's a lot of physical that nobody wants to do, and I don't blame them. I don't want to do it either. Just saying.
Well, I mean, there are jobs in our world that are meant for the 16-year-old or 17-year-old that wants a summer job.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, take fast food, for instance. Everybody's complaining about fast food, but fast food is a stepping stone.
Sure.
Right? Into... Now, some people go into management, and that's actually a pretty decent career for people. It can be,
yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, being the, you know, the drive-through cashier.
Yep. That's
at a Mickey D's is not necessarily supposed to be a career, right?
No. But managing, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, managing a business, no matter what kind of business it is, it's tough.
Yeah.
A lot of struggles.
You would run a weed eater every day. Hey, I know several places in the St. Louis area. If you need a job, let me know. I can get you a job. I know the right people to give you a string trimmer.
It'll take that I don't know who made the comment. It'll take that person about 3 times burning their elbow on that carburetor or on that exhaust.
Yep.
To just be like, nope, not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna get comfortable and just right on the inside of their elbow.
I used to do that so often when I used to cut. I actually got to the point where I basically could like run a string trimmer one-handed, but you had to sacrifice the elbow quite a bit because you kind of lay the elbow on top of the engine and just like go. Yeah, it was great, but woo, it was the whole thing. Yeah, yes. Gotcha, Yuleberry. Gotcha. I mean, why would you? Yeah, I could really see like the office job people. Now, I've never had an office job. Let me be clear about that. But I could see the office job people once they got to go like remote and work from home. Man, that would have to be awful difficult to go back working in an office. You mean to tell me I can wear pajama pants and like, you know?
How'd you know? How'd you know?
Go get a snack whenever I want. Yeah.
So the tough part about that
is you're not as productive, right?
Well, so it depends.
Yeah.
There are people that are more productive.
Yeah.
Because they are self-motivated.
Yeah.
Actually, it tells you a lot about the quality of the person too.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back. That's not true. But some people are more productive in a quiet, hey, this is, you know, like I work out of my basement.
Yeah.
So the majority of the day, it's quiet here. Nothing's going on. I can crank out what I need to crank out.
Sure.
And still multitask with some other things, right?
Yeah. Farm sim. Yeah.
Yeah. But there are some people that aren't as, I don't want to say motivated, but just successful in being in that kind of environment.
Sure.
But I will tell you, the industry that has been affected the most out of the whole working from home thing is IT.
Yeah.
I know a couple of people in the IT world, and it is now a basic understanding that no, but your candidates want to work from home.
Yeah.
There is no office time, or if it is a day or two a week.
Yeah.
And if you're not offering that, you're going to lose out.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's kind of a tragedy. Honestly. But
I think I'm gonna need another tank soon. By the way, or a tank moved. I think John's working. So okay.
Yeah, Jonathan's got.
I just noticed. I'm like, that tank ran out. It's at zeros. But he's working. Okay.